I'm not keen on the whole, I don't want to have to educate you nonsense this gal is spouting to you. It's not a matter of educating others, it's more a matter of communicating what it is they want. For example, how they like to be bruised, hard hits or repeated softer hits, where they like to be bruised, arms, legs, butt, etc. Why they like it, because it's painful or it's a lasting memory of the experience, and so on. No matter what you are doing, for the love of God, carve out the time for a good discussion on wants, needs, limits, and so on. I'm sorry, but this gal sounds like a walking case of drama or even legal trouble. So to answer your question, don't ask us, ask her.
That's the issue, she doesn't want me to have to ask her that info cause she's looking for a one-night stand. But yeah, everyone's really saying, don't, it seems.
Red flag if she isn't willing to discuss this more thoroughly. Both of you need to be on equal footing for kinks like this. Sounds sketchy to me and very likely for a misunderstanding to occur.
Greater than sounds sketchy to me and very likely for a misunderstanding to occur. Damon. Good point.
Do not do it. I am a hardcore BSDM lover and I would not ever insist on jumping right into it. This goes double if my partner says they are inexperienced or hesitant or both. Consent must be had before that kind of play and it must be enthusiastic and informed. You, dear, are neither enthusiastic nor informed. I would kindly tell her to fuck off.
Exactly. What is really fishy to me here is, subs usually get really turned on by talking about what they want you to do and so they love talking about it and describe it in great detail. No genuine BDSM enthusiast would go straight to physical harm with a new partner. That's advanced stuff for trusting relationships only. This is a setup. Most likely you're supposed to meet her, hurt her. Then her boyfriend will show up with his buddies and threaten to put you in hospital or jail unless you pay them money. Don't even think about it.
Came to say this. When two people participate in this stuff for the first time, they always discuss boundaries first. She didn't need to be condescending and say, I'm not educating you. There's a difference.
GIF. Giphy, 3 Ornka 9 RAAKRA 2 Arcak. And #X200B. GIF. Giphy, K0FLSZFXG2ZN 3.
Location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag.
You mean the whole red flag factory?
Run, homie.
Can't say this enough. You should not meet a stranger who wants you to dominate them in any way that involves masochism, choking, bruising, hitting that leaves marks of any kind, etc. on the first date when they don't want to have any sort of discussion about it. Absolutely not. Someone mentally sound and educated about it themselves with proper boundaries would know damn well that with anyone, especially a newer partner and especially someone who isn't well versed themselves, there needs to be plenty of open and honest discussion about likes and dislikes, exactly what you want and don't want, what's safe and what isn't, what both people are comfortable with limit-wise, how much you trust the person to know when you can't take anymore or want to stop. This isn't a, we can do this the first day we meet, or, I can do this with a random hookup thing, like just a light choking hole you're fucking. If she's seriously asking for BDSM level stuff, she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing either.
Yeah, don't do it.
I'd need a signed statutory declaration in front of a lawyer giving explicit permission of this activity. Text evidence wouldn't work.
That's a trap.
I think the red flag is that she expects you to jump right into being super aggressive. Even experienced doms, sadists should at least take it slow the first time to make sure you're on the same page about how far you should go. It's kind of sketchy that she trusts you to beat her with a belt when she doesn't even know you.
That's because she wants to make it look like an assault or abuse so they can extort him for money. It's so obvious.
Kink rule number 1. Discuss boundaries thoroughly beforehand. Everyone's limits are different. With no clear ground rules, it's a deal breaker.
That's not something you jump right into with a stranger.
Yeah, I'd run away.
There's a difference between educating someone and discussing boundaries for the first time.
Apparently not for her.
Hard pass, my guy.
My tip would be to make sure you have evidence of her saying this because you might bruise her and then she goes to the police saying you're sexually assaulted her.
It wouldn't matter in court if she does consent, she can always withdraw it and say she was pressured.
She absolutely must take you through this beforehand, and it might be a good idea to have a written contract in place.
She can withdraw consent at any time. That's not how consensual sex works.
Run
fast.
I'd suggest not doing something that leaves marks such as bruises on someone you know nothing about. If she doesn't want to educate you on it, then she should be doing it with someone who knows just what she wants. This could turn out very bad for you.
Please don't do that.
Please forgive me, but speaking as a masochistic submissive, this girl needs educating, not you. She is trying to make you question yourself as a way to get her own way. Spin it back on her and tell her she's the one in need of education, not you. Tinder isn't really the place to go for BDSM matches. I would never dream of addressing anyone like she did. Then run, keep on running and don't look back. BDSM and masochism are not trivial matters. Know your worth, my friend, and good luck, 4-leaf clover.
Just because you're not the one getting physically hurt here, doesn't mean you have to be comfortable doing it yourself. It should be something you both agree to. Don't be pressured. Like if using a belt on her is so off-putting to you it completely kills your sex drive, then there's no point, is there? So either come clean to her that you don't want a bruise but maybe just do some light spanking, or back out if she's adamant about it.
It's not that it's off-putting to me, I just don't know the limits or ways it works and didn't want to hurt her or anything. If you're not very experienced with impact play, and more importantly the conversations about limits and consent that need to go with it, I wouldn't go through with it. Tell her you don't know her well enough, or trust her enough yet, but maybe after meeting up a few times and talking about it. Experienced kinksters know that you never dive into hardcore practices without meeting a few times and talking thoroughly about limits and consent first.
Go find articles about MLB pitcher Trevor Bauer. Please don't at me about his general awful antics. I know the guy is a jerk. He met up with a girl who was into rough sex, then tried to claim he assaulted her. Charges were dropped, but he's currently still on administrative leave from baseball.
Exactly.
You're being set up. She wants proof of abuse. Don't go anywhere near this situation.
I personally am attending the local BDSM scene for around 10 years by now. BDSM is a thing that needs to be consensual. Bruises or marks, basically impact-based red pain marks. It's not smart from her part to expect you to straight go for this. Normally a play relationship should start on equal terms. You shouldn't be new to do such things, because you can cause real damage if you just planlessly hit around. She surely needs some belting, but first of a verbal kind. Also it is kinda risky. If you injure her, be it accidentally, she can still wove a rape story or STH alike. Equals red flag emo. Dude, don't do it. It might be a genuine kink for her, but the risks far outweighs the benefits. You could be possibly set up and labeled a woman beater. My personal policy on body marks is only things that would fade away within an hour, and that is with anyone. Hookup or life partner.
Everything she wants you to do to her must be in text. This could very easily be a scam.